Thank you, Madam President and colleagues. I rise in strong support of SB 3 by the good senator from San Francisco. I appreciate the entirety and complementary work undertaken during this special session in a time where there is much turmoil and uncertainty about what the future looks like on many fronts. These efforts reflect our values and commitment to protecting all Californians during most difficult times. My district, including the city of Altadena and Pasadena, were devastated by the Eaton fire. This is a wildfire that has already claimed 17 lives, and they're still counting, and destroyed over 9,000 structures, making it the second most destructive fire in state history. Thousands of families have been impacted, displaced, lost their homes, and lost their livelihoods, and generations of ties to the community. The devastation is heartbreaking. I can share so many stories shared by community members with whom I share their pain. Community stories include that of a little boy who, amidst the disaster, is looking for some sense of normalcy by going back to school and seeing his best friends again. As an education advocate, my stomach turns to hear about how these events are especially impacting our youngest and the additional struggles that they are facing now with this disaster. This package includes funding to rebuild and recover damaged school facilities so that this little boy does not have to wait to see his friends and he's able to go back to school and have some normalcy. Many may not know, but we have a proud and historic Black community in Altadena, where many have lost their generational wealth when they lost their homes. And so much of their family history and meaning for their families and their community is tied directly into these homes. And while we cannot bring back that same home, we must do everything we can to support and uplift these families in their most trying time to make them as whole as we can. I'm incredibly grateful and thankful to the first responders, firefighters, and police who have put their lives at risk to save our communities and to prevent more devastation, as well as for the hard work and bravery shown by so many community members who have answered the call and are helping to take care of their neighbors and are organizing every day to do food drives and clean up throughout the entire community of Altadena and Pasadena. The past 2 weeks have been incredibly challenging for Southern California, including my district. And while we've made progress, there's still a significant journey ahead as we transition from containment to recovery. As we begin that process, I'm also appreciative that this bill is supporting the cleanup efforts regarding air quality, water, and other environmental testing. There was a period of time when it was not even safe to drink water throughout parts of Altadena and Pasadena because our water systems were so badly damaged. My community members are looking to get back and evaluate their homes and start their healing and recovery journeys, and we need that assurance that those efforts are done with the backing of the state to ensure the community is provided safeguards and support to do this work in a safe manner. The California legislature and governor are dedicated to aiding our communities in the recovery and are swiftly taking action to provide the necessary help and resources to those affected by the fire. This aid and assistance, when we are thinking about how it serves the entire fabric and diversity of those communities impacted, and doing everything we can comprehensively to uplift everyone in our relief efforts. The bills we are passing here today are integral to that recovery, with much work left to be done to ensure that the whole community impacted by these wildfires are made whole. As a representative of the impacted communities of Altadena and Pasadena, I'm committed to exploring and implementing measures to improve California's fire safety in the coming weeks and months for all of my community. We need to ensure that we're not leaving anyone behind. Through our ongoing legislative policy and budget processes, I will continue working tirelessly with the governor and other stakeholders to safeguard our state and help residents recover and rebuild. I respectfully ask you all for your aye vote. Thank you.